What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another show. So, sound the fire alarm. This is not a fire drill. Bob Iger reflects on Disney's streaming launch. We invested too much, and we all know what Disney invested too much in. Can we say The Message, DEI directors, a handful of bad flops, right? And bad CGI. And bad stories, right? That's what you invested way too much in. Bob Iger went up to give a conference, and this is some of the things that he had to say, right? As we got into the streaming business in a very, very aggressive way, we tried to tell too many stories. Basically, we invested too much, way ahead of possible returns. It's what led to streaming ending up as a $4 billion loss. Iger told the MoffettNathanson Media and Internet Communications Conference during the session that was webcast. Yeah, you did invest, or you did try to tell too many stories, too many bad stories. And you did invest too much in too many DEI directors, people that just checked off boxes and had a certain skin color to fit your narrative, right? That's why you have a $4 billion loss, right? Iger addressed the falling out with his hand-picked successor, former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, whose tenure he called out for lavish and misplaced content spending. It was clear to me that our structure was not working because we were removing accountability from those that were basically investing the most capital was a mistake, he argued. Now, it's easy to just go ahead and throw Bob Chapek under the bus, but we can't forget that this was Bob Iger's hand-picked successor. So Bob Chapek was only doing what Bob Iger paved the way for. Sounds like an easy cop-out to me. Iger said that Chapek had moved the P&L profits and loss responsibility to the studio's distribution arm, a move he reversed in his return as CEO in 2022. The result of spending more on content than could be turned to a profit resulted in a volume and not quality, which turned out to be a big mistake, Iger added. The Disney boss conceded volume was required to win the streaming war against rivals like Netflix and Prime Video, and Netflix has made a hell of a comeback, by the way, right? But there's definitely an issue when it comes to quality over at Disney, which I agree is a huge mistake. More shit doesn't mean good quality, right? But also with that, you have to remember, who are you hiring? Who are you getting to tell these stories? So it's a handful of things that Disney's got going on that they just can't get right, right? But he added, there's a very fine line that you can cross and get in trouble if your volume ends up diluting management's attention to what's being made is right. And that's what happened to us. So I have pulled back, Iger told the conference, right? Oh yeah, he's definitely pulled back for sure. And we have people like Kathleen Kennedy running around doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. And all these other people running around doing whatever they want to do, right? Remember, we've already talked about this on the channel, but I don't think Disney's really caring about how much money they lose, right? I think they just invested too much into the alphabet community. There's an agenda going on, a hidden agenda going on, right? And that's what they have invested too much money into, and that's why they're losing so much money that they're losing, right? And we can't forget a lot of the handful of the flops that they have, right? The Marvels, $237 million loss. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, $143 million loss. Wish, The Haunted Mansion, right? And we definitely can't forget Willow. That's right, Willow. What turned out to be a huge ass tax write-off for Disney, right? And here are some of the numbers. Disney's expenditure on the 8-episode Disney Plus series has been disclosed as a staggering $105.9 million. That's well over $13 million per episode. What's more, this figure might be much higher, and I believe that it is much higher. You got to remember, these companies don't always report their actual losses, right? So I definitely believe that this number is super high, stupid high for Disney. And when it comes down to Bob Iger trying to pull back on output of movies and things like that, right? Disney to cap Marvel output to 3 movies per year. I don't believe people are necessarily interested in Star Wars or in Marvel anymore, or in anything else that Disney has to pull out. Yeah, I do believe that Deadpool and Wolverine is gonna make a shit ton of money, but after that, that's it, right? Disney CEO Bob Iger, who fended off a proxy contest from billionaire investor Nelson Peltz barely a month ago, told analysts that just one Marvel film will be released this year, Deadpool and Wolverine, starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, slated for July 26th. After that, that's it. Disney only has their fucking parks keeping their doors open. The next Marvel flick, a Captain America sequel, won't be released until February 2025, and we know that's gonna be some bullshit, right? Nobody's really gonna watch that. I believe that people has lost faith in a lot of things that Disney has going right now, right? Not too long ago, Disney lost $20 billion. That's how much market value Disney has lost Tuesday, roughly equivalent to the total market capitalization of internet rival HBO parent company Warner Bros. Discovery. And this isn't, today is recording this video is Sunday, and it's not last week Tuesday, but the week prior's Tuesday. They lost $20 billion, right? Disney stock falls as company attempts to make streaming business profitable. And you know what? I definitely believe that Disney Plus streaming could have been profitable at one point in time, had they been doing what people want to see, want to watch, want to have their kids watch. You have to remember, Disney at one point in time was a nostalgia thing. It was a nostalgic thing to think about. Oh, I want my kids to watch whatever, Tarzan, A Bug's Life, Aladdin, the things that a lot of millennials grew up watching, right? A lot of millennials are going off having kids now, so it's understandable for them to want their kids to kind of watch some of that original Disney magic, whatever you want to call it, things like The Lion King, etc. Of course they would want their children to watch that, what they grew up on, right? Nobody wants their children being preached to and things like that, right? So of course Disney, it's no big surprise that you're losing money, but I don't really think you care about that. I wonder what your secret agenda is, because at this point in time, as I mentioned, they only have their parks going for them for now. But then when you compare Disneyland to Universal Studios, for example, who's revamping every fucking thing, making their parks super nice, what else you gonna have, Disney? What else are you gonna have? Anyways, that's the video for today. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about all this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.